Hello everyone. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a good start to the week. My camera is off center. There we go. Hello Red Zod. Yes, we love Tiny Bookshop, but time has come. Time has come for us to wrap it up, to say goodbye, so that we are ready for Antiquities. Hello, Juan. Hello, Digibob. Hope you are all well. Yes, hello, Tubeman. And if you've seen my Blue Sky post, Firefly was occupying the chair very much 5 minutes until the stream. She was like, well, I guess I'll finish my nap and let you sit here. But that is why my camera was all messed up, because as a backup, I had the camera pointed at her, and I was just going to stream with her in the chair. But then she was like, nah, we're not doing this. We're not doing it. I'm leaving. So she's gone now. Okay, well, I guess we're ready. Yeah, so last time we said goodbye to Klaus. He's gone on his tour with his band. But Moira didn't join, right? Moira decided it's time to leave that dream behind and manage the cafe after her grandma. But that means, yeah, we only need one more person to finish our golden memory quest from Tilde. And that's gonna be either Fern or it's gonna be Anne. Right, we've grown her plans, so then we just need to figure out what she will ask for next. And for Fern, we need to get the donation so that the printing press can be started. Yes, she's gone like, well, I have a business degree, so time to be a business adult, no longer the teen rebel in a band. Yeah, so we're not buying anything, I think, here, because we already did our shopping, although we have so much money. It is a Saturday, and it's rainy, so I guess we're gonna start with the flea market. I think our shop is looking good with our wavy man, lots of plants, our pets, and of course our flower arrangement. Hello, Jinjin. But yes, because it is getting, it's getting to the time in the year where it's spooky. I have added some ghosts to the background. Just to keep you on your toes. Even though it's still summer in the game. Okay, what they like at the free market: fantasy, crime, and classics. Crime, fantasy, classics, drama, some kids stuff, facts, and travel. Okay, we're ready for our first day. Because yes, it is basically fall now. The weather here has really turned. I mean, here as in physically here, not in the game. In the game it's summer. It's been rainy, it's been windy. And, all the shops got Halloween decorations out now, so I cannot resist Halloween and autumn decor. Okay, Miriam is the first one for the recommendation today. Knights, Romans, Vikings. I want some history. History, non-fiction. Something classic. Well, let's see. Something in history. I'm not sure about the classic part, but you know, we'll see. A short history of nearly everything. I mean, that is definitely a history, but I guess the game will probably count it as a science book, so that's probably not gonna work. Secret History of Buxtonbury. She may like it. She loves Buxtonbury. It is history. And yeah, I mean, it is from their secret game library, so that might be what they would like. So yeah, would you like the Secret History of Buxtonbury? Yep. She loves it. She loves it. First recommendation passed. And of course we need to greet Freya the cat and Bailey the dog. Yeah, good boy Bailey. And the dinosaur. Unfortunately we can't pet the dinosaur. Oh, Harper's here to talk to the dog. Yes. Bailey doesn't understand her. She's a really good finder. Yes, she's really good at the flea market. She's also the overlord and she masterminds all of the things that happen in town. What do you have to sell, Tilde? Okay, you just have books. We're actually pretty good on books, so I don't think we need to buy that. But we can maybe start buying things from this guy because I've been sort of ignoring him. But now that we're just loaded with money, I could get anything I want. So we can get this review board and the sad baguettes, this kids fantasy, increases the amount of kids that come by. And antique vinyl player, plus 10 to music effects and plus 15% to classy effects. Doesn't work, but looks great. More broken things, right? Because we have a broken typewriter and now we have a broken vinyl player. Oh yeah, we're still selling tickets to the place by the drama kids. Good afternoon. I came to tell you that Klaus sends his regards. His tour seems to be going well, from what I could understand. I phoned him to check in because I was honestly a bit worried that it would be too much for him. But Klaus sounded very excited and he promised me to take good care of himself and the band. So maybe their absence will actually be harder on us left behind here in Buxtonbury than it is on them. But they will be back, and I'm so happy Klaus was able to fulfill his dreams with your help. Alright, that was all I wanted to share. See you next time, alright deal? Okay, so Klaus is doing well on the tour. And of course, Tilde is the kind of person that's like, you left town, I am going to call you immediately to check what you're doing. I like escaping into fantasy worlds, I like going on epic adventures. Yeah, I am fan of books like this. Okay, so she just wants epic adventure fantasy. Oh yes, fantasy is getting picked through. Jujutsu Kaisen. Clash of the Kings, yeah, we can't give her this. Mature reading, no. Babel. Necessity of Violence also doesn't sound very good for Harper. Lost Continent. Classic fantasy mix Greek mythology in this 1972 retelling of the Legend of Atlantis. A heroic warrior priest is all that stands between an avaricious empress and the end of an era. Well, I mean, that sounds like an epic adventure. And it's a fantasy, so would you like the Lost Continent, Harper? Not very epic. Harper! How dare you do that to me? Well, Harper disagrees. Folklore, please. I'm all about myths and legend, but I don't want to read anything from this century. Please assist me with my search. So, would you consider Greek mythology folklore? Would you like this book instead? And it's not from this century, it's older. So, would you like this? Is this actually folklore? I mean, is it mythology folklore? What are you people on? Wow. I yearn for a happy ending and I tell Pico for character-driven novels. But I am not a fan of horror at all. Okay, well, what would you like? The developers said they're going to add an option to save different shop setups against people. Yes, that I think would be a really nice upgrade to this game, because there are so many items that are like optimizations for certain things, right? Like you go to this place, it sells those books better. You go to that place, they want like the waterfront, they want sailing and marine decoration there. But it's like, it's a pain to have to manually switch this all the time, right? So I just didn't bother. But for people obviously starting the games after an update, that would be so much nicer. Because yes, I've just decided not to switch too much unless I was forced to. But yes, no one wants this book. No one wants The Lost Continent, even though it's a fantasy book and epic things happen. Okay, but you want a happy ending. Well, not enough dinosaurs. There are dinosaurs. 2 towers. I mean, that's just, not really an ending. Stories of your life and others. Collection of 8 marvelous science fiction short stories asking the question that speculative fiction always was best. What if? I don't know, she wants something character-driven. Popular manga series, Jujutsu Kaisen, a dark adventure for teen readers. Well, I don't know if that has a happy ending. And plus, she usually likes romance, right? She always asks for romance. So maybe something in the classics that's like romantic and it's a happy ending. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of plays. Little Woman, that has a fairly, okay, like things mostly turn out well in the end. I think, if my memory serves me, because my memory is sometimes terrible. We're just reading a book about Atlantis. Well then. The love hypothesis. Okay, fake relationship, and it's fan fiction, so that probably has a happy ending of some sort. Heartstopper has a happy ending. I'm just like, I'm scared to give recommendations now because the Duke and I. Well, I mean, that also has a happy ending. Is that okay? Okay. Oh. Yeah, I mean, usually like you just want the classic romance for a happy ending because it works out. But yes, any other book where like the story's wrapped up, the good wins, right? That's always a happy ending. I want some cold hard facts, but I detest pop science. Well, I have a few facts about architecture. About Jean de Beauvais, conventional standards of beauty in favor of more authentic humanistic ways of image making, or the Devoir family. Like, any of that okay? Have facts about architecture. Yep, interesting, can't wait to learn more. Clearly, the kids in this town have been learning from Harper. Right? They're like, oh yes, we all want facts. Oh, amazing, yes. Ice definitely freezes at 0, and that's a cold hard fact. Pretty good. Oh, get your donations in, people. We need that printing press. I guess it's rainy, so less customers. So we'll need another day. Also, I know I've had this wavy man for, in-game months, multiple streams right now. But I only now realize that he has a little tape hole because it's actually the one that Tilde has killed and we just put a sticky tape on it to fix him. Somehow I didn't think about it until now. Okay, it is a Sunday. The weather is good. Yes, we bought a bunch of things, but I don't actually have that much intention of equipping those things. I've just bought them because I'm rich and I don't know what to do with my money. Because I like all of the things I have now. I mean, the review board 1% to sale of everything, but then lots of other things, and it takes up a floor slot, so I don't really have any more floor slots. Okay. Do we want to buy books? Maybe buy some facts. Why not? Just so we stay above 100 and just the generic books. Yes, we brought them back to life, right? We have to reuse, not just buy new things. Adorable. The other side. Okay, I'm just cycling things for the shop. Yeah, I think we kind of reached that point in the game where yes, we're just wrapping up. We have a ton of money. I think yeah, we're not gonna do this. Yeah, I think we should go to the beach because that's probably how we get more of the Harper quests. And obviously we love Harper and I would really like to see where things go with her. Kids, fantasy, and crime. Kids, fantasy, crime, some travel, some facts. We don't have any classics. Okay. I mean, I'm sure Tilde is proud of me, my great business skills in running bookshops. Right. Oh, there's something here. You look into the dark cave, hearing the faint whisper of the wind and the waves. Keep looking. Okay, that just kind of leaves us on that screen. Echo. Echo! The cave speaks back. Echo! Oh, someone needs a recommendation while we're messing around. Yes, totally going horror. What a week. I'm looking for something to do, you know, a new hobby. Round Luxembourg with Brooke is one of my all-time favorites, okay. So you want like a cookbook or a travel book is really... Catching carps! That's our favorite hobby book. Yes, because fishing trip is something special. Would you like to go catching carps? Yeah, perfect. I'll definitely give this a go. Yep. Everyone loves catching carps in this game. I would have never expected that book to be such a people pleaser. Fantasy and kids. Oh yes, we've collected all the donations now. So that's gonna advance with Fern. Grim, dark, dystopian world. I'm never gonna be too old for a kids book. I mean, kids books don't generally tend to be grim, dark, and dystopian. So, you know, pick one. I assume you want some science fiction. Oh my god. Section of essays, short stories, and parables written by Argentine poet Borges and translated into English. No, I don't think that's it. Witchwood. Devil lurks in the Witchwood. Okay, that's like a fantasy. And maybe not. Maybe it's just like horror-y satanic cult. Oh, it's the Scottish book. And which had earlier. What do you want? Grim, dark, and dystopian. Telltale Heart, not really dystopian. Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Fall of the House of the Usher. If we were villains. I'm still so curious about this book. I keep forgetting to like look into it. Murder on the Orient Express. Nah. Death Note. I mean, that's a bit dark, but maybe not dystopian. Crime and Punishment. Again, dark. But I'm not sure that's quite what they mean. Neo-Gothic novel. We have kids things. Western Game, Sky Island, Little Prince, Dragon Ball, Matilda, Lorax, Sailor Moon, Dinosaurs and Other Prehistoric Life, Where the Wild Things Are, Nemo, no. Love Hypothesis, no. Henry VI, Heartstopper, no. Milk and Honey. Poetic Jury, no. Fellow. Titus Andronicons. So I don't like have any sort of stuff that you're asking for. Yeah, Little Princess. Again, but they mean dark and like, you know, those dystopian books like, you know, the world's taken over by a virus or something like that. Yeah, they want something. They want something really like, you know, futuristic and dystopian. But I don't really have anything like that. So it may have to be sorry, but come before I sell out of my fantasy selection. Because yeah, everyone's like buying fat stacks of fantasy. Bring a book to school day. Something less than 200 pages. No horror. Okay, something in kids. The vesting game. 16 errors. My spare up to solve the mystery of eccentric millionaires and vesting. Last will and testament, all to win his fast fortune puzzle along, and as the twists and turns of this clever case unfold. Okay, well, it's less than 200 pages. It's not a horror. So I assume that's okay. I know you like fables, but you know, that's not exactly one of your requirements. So yeah. Yep, something short to read. I like they said it was like, oh, they have to bring it to school. So of course they go like, oh, make it short. I don't want to read for school. Okay, all our fantasy gone. All our kids, and that was 3 shelves of kids stuff gone. Crime almost gone. No drama has sold. Hey, I've got an update on my research project. If you're interested, of course I couldn't stop thinking about that wolfsbane mutation, so I went straight to the lab and finalized my observations there. So actually, I finished my research documentation early. Early, do you hear me? I have never finished something too soon before a deadline. What is Anne's life, right? It's like she was working on her dissertation, but also constantly complaining about how she has nothing to do and she's so bored. And then she's just like, oh yeah, and I went to the lab once and finished everything early. What kind of degree are you doing? Can you believe it? After almost 8 years in this degree, I finally pulled through. Okay, if you stretch it over 8 years, then maybe you have a lot of time. Of course, I still have to wait for my grade, but right now I couldn't care less. I'm just so proud of myself. Yeah, I mean, if there was reading for school that was like, you can read whatever you want, then obviously you're gonna pick something you like, but a lot of reading for school was obviously, you have to read the specific things. I mean, yes, is she doing a PhD? Because even master's doesn't take 8 years, at least not here. How about I treat myself to a new romance as a reward? Yeah, so it's either like part-time or yeah, she's like up to a PhD or something, because it doesn't take that long to go through undergrad, I would hope. Something less than 200 pages, no horror. Okay, well, we've run out of kids, and therefore we have lots of drama. Do we have... We have Henry VI. 180 pages Othello. Titus Andronicon, but it's mature reading, so maybe not. Yeah, would you like to read Othello since it's less than 200 pages and no horror? I mean, it is a brutal tragedy, but it doesn't say it's a horror. Yeah, finally something short and sweet to read, okay. Enjoy, kid. Concerned parent. Excuse me, yes, hi. My kids told me this is the place where they spend quite a bit of their allowance this summer. I can see why. Quite nifty, this shop of yours. Do you have books for adults at all? A good mystery at the beach is a guilty pleasure of mine. Okay, so you're not here to yell at me. Pirates at the beach seem to yearn for a thrill. Make sure to sell them to any clever crime novels. Good, I suppose I will pick up something up for today then. Why is she concerned parent then? I was like, you know, finally Harper's parents got me. Something with a low page count. Everyone here is just like, don't like pages. I really don't like scary stuff though, okay? What we still have? We have Henry VI. That was short. Or The Importance of Being Earnest, Oscar Wilde. Okay, well, this is short and sweet and funny apparently, so you might enjoy it. It's not scary, I swear. Yeah, perfect book to carry around. I mean, yes, I like to somewhat abuse the system sometimes, right? Where clearly the game doesn't consider everything and you can mess with the recommendations. Sometimes, a little bit. Yeah, can't find a single kid's book. Well, should have come earlier. You know, we've sold out almost, you know, like 2 genres and then crime also almost gone. We need more crime because we're under 100. Can't be having that. But yeah, the rest is probably okay. Plum. Tip jar. 15% to tip chance, okay. So basically, people can give us extra money as if we needed more money. Yeah, I don't even know what categories those were, just tick them off. Like, I don't need a tip jar, I am rich. But yeah, plum. Is it nice? Ooh, I like the plum. It's not quite spring, but, you know, I think it's still nice. With the emerald green as well. Yeah, I think that will do. Hello, Joran. Hope you're well. Welcome to the live stream. Okay. We've got all the money for Fern. But he didn't tell us where to go, so I assume he will just come and get us. And we also done all the stuff for Anne, but she also didn't say anything. University's still off on a break anyway. Ruins. Okay, we have a quest to hand in at the castle, so we can just mix it up. Go to the castle. Like, it's mega savings day, but honestly, like, We don't need the money. We need the quests. We need the quest progression, so we want fantasy, crime, and kids. Fantasy, crime, kids stuff, classic stuff, drama stuff, travel, and facts. Yep. Yeah, with the plum and the emerald is kind of looking very witchy magical, at least to me, like those sort of colors. I love our plants, love our cat, love our dog. Yeah. Wanna play? Catch? There you go. Love our dinosaur. I basically love everything about this bookshop now. Hey guys, Pip, hello! You don't want to talk to me anymore? Have I done everything? Okay, Fern is coming, so he may have things to say. Fantasy novel, young adult fiction. Okay, what we have in fantasy that might be YA. I mean, every time they're YA, I'm like, are the Hunger Games here? Because that always works. Happy Prince and Other Tales, Witchwood, Clash of the Kings, Dracula, Nimona. Is that why? Dark Matter, White Knight, Watchmen, House Moving Castle, Magic World, Fisherman, Melancholy Tale, The Well at the End of the Well at the World's End. Fantasy classic, young adventurer in action-packed world of fading magic. Well, I mean, it is a fantasy novel and stuff like that, so should be fine. Okay. Yeah, Nimona's way, okay. Well, that worked too. Harper needs a book. Fact books are my usual go-to. No biographies. Okay. Woman, let's say her was. She already had that book, right? We already gave her that once. She really liked it. Game design. She got at least 2 copies by now. Bought it in a day. Great plant identification part to read. Well, I mean, it is a fact book. And it's not a biography, so would you like to learn about botany, Harper? Yippee, botany a day. I always wanted to know about that. Yes, Harper, you want to know about everything. Come on, Fern. What's next? How are we gonna get this press going? Hey, your donation bank looks quite full already. Would you like me to count your total? 10, 20, 50, 70, 300! It's all there. Thank you kindly for your contribution. Like, seriously. You could have just asked. I had the money. Okay, restoration has begun. I promise it'll be worth it. The printing press is truly beautiful. I suppose this means I have to start the restoration process now. Wish me luck. Yes, I wish you luck, Fern. I came to tell you that me and my pioneer group managed to find something about that old trial in the forest. Okay, yeah, the archaeology badge. There was a mention of a supply route in the fort to the fort in the secret history of Buxtonbury. So I followed the author's sources, and it seems like after the fire of 1575, the ruins weren't entirely abandoned. Looks like in the 1720s, this very fort could have been the base of smugglers, hiding from the authorities at Buxton Bay. Of course, our entire Pioneer chapter is now very excited to find out more about pirates. But even if this theory isn't true, or at least can't be proven, wouldn't it still be cool to reinstate the trial for modern use? It would be an opportunity to connect our greatest sites, this incredible fort and the lighthouse, cliffs, and the far beach. Except right now the cliff trial is way too dangerous to be used by the public. We would need money. Can you imagine this? They need money. and permits so we could add railings and secure the cliffside from further erosion. I'll go and have a think about how to present this to the council. I'm sure it would be beneficial for the whole community. Would you like me to give you some money, Anne? I have some. I can't live without a sci-fi. Okay, you just want a sci-fi. Do we still have some? The Willows, Gothic horror. Bioweapon turned pandemic wiping out most humanity. That's gonna count as probably not sci-fi. It's probably like dystopian stuff. Anthem. This is sci-fi, yeah. Like, I'm sure he already has it, because it's one of the books we always use for, oh, you want a long book? Here's a long book. But it is a sci-fi, so here you go. Yep, I dare I say sci-fi at its best. Oh yes, the B book. We have to print my B book. You know, that's gonna be my great debut in the world of book writing. Yeah, in love with romance novels, trying to read more from female authors. Okay, where's my classics? Not Shakespeare, not Wilde, not Dickens, not Dante. Shakespeare, oh no, are you serious? St. Buxton, no! Oh, Bronte. Oh, my savior, Charlotte Bronte, Jane Eyre. Yes, this is romance and it's a female author. There you go. I think at some point I mistaken in one of the stream I said that Jane Eyre was Jane Austen, which obviously is incorrect, but I just got them all lumped together. I think when they say something new, they mean like they want a new book. When they want a book that's new, they say something from like this century or something like that, right? It's the same, like I think Fern always says something hot off the press, but he doesn't mean it like, oh, you know, it has to be a fresh book. Like, yeah, sometimes the sentence is like, the difference between what they're asking for and what is just like a phrase in what they're saying is not always clear distinction, but like that's at least how I remember it now. Fantasy is my fave. I like going on epic adventures in my reading. Don't mind YA. Well, I don't think I have any fantasy left. There might be some adventures in kids. James and the Giant Peach. Fantastical adventure. So Dragon Ball, Artemis Fowl, yeah, restore his family fortune, messes with the wrong fairies, and he finds himself amidst the folk of high-tech fae. Yeah, would that be, you know, messes with the wrong fairies, kind of fantasy. I know it says high-tech, but you know, that's an adventure. Yep. Fantasy rigs make the everyday feel heroic. There you go. Doing better today. Yep, Harper, get those stacks. All our drama's gone, all our facts are gone, all our fantasy's gone. Most of our kids' stuff gone. We're selling. We're gonna need a bigger bookshop. Good thing we're on the road to actually acquiring a full-on bookshop. So, you know, that's happening for us. We need more fantasy. Because we've fallen under 100. And, you know, we can't allow it. Big succulent, yes. I will have it. Book display. Okay, that's for more showing of books. When we have more books. Because this is for 4. Well, currently we don't even have 4 books to display. But soon we would have printed many books. And then we can show them off. Do we have any free hang spots? No, that will replace the lantern. The fairness plus... No. The fairness, what? 1 to classics. This is drama and kids. This is kids. And this is travel and drama and minus crime. Actually, I don't want minus crime, so... The succulent can stay in storage. It's sunny. The cruise ship arrived today. Okay, YouTube is complaining about the stream. So let's just wait for a little bit to see if the connection improves. Yeah, why are you being like that, internet, YouTube? What is going on? Well, apparently my internet is totally fine. So I don't know what's going on. Okay. It's back to green. So hopefully it's gonna start feeling better. I think my internet just had a little hiccup. But yeah, it's showing green. So I think hopefully it's fine now. But we'll keep an eye on it. Not that I can fix my own internet if it decides it doesn't like me, but you know. Hopefully that was just temporary. Okay, so sorry, just got like, what is it? Okay, it's just cruise ship arrives today. I guess we go to the beach because we have a quest and we wait to hear from people. Okay, so we want to bring extra crime this time because we want to sell extra crime. Lots of kids things as well because it sells well. Lots of fantasy. A bit of travel, bit of facts. Actually, drama wasn't selling very well, so we just get a few. I mean, there's sometimes drama in classics anyway. And we can bring extra fantasy as well, because it was selling well. Just equalize those. Okay. And we can go. There we go. We're here at the beach to sell crime books. Because that's what parents want. Parents want crime. Also, to add to my autumn collection, I have also purchased this pumpkin mug today. I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid. The drama, the style, the emotion. There has to be a play for me. Oh, now they want drama. I want the books that basically rip my heart out. Okay, they want like drama, proper drama. And I only have this much drama. Yeah, that's not really it. Something in the classics. None of this is a play. Really? Really? I mean... Huh. This is my own book ignorance. I mean, they want a play, right? It has to be a play. It has to specifically be a play of the thing. Is the Les Mis book a book, or is it an actual play? Because I don't actually know. Because obviously, you know, it should be dramatic enough, but I don't know if it will, if it's a play or is it just a actual novel. Because yeah, like I don't think any of the crime stuff is a play either. Like there are things that would turn into plays, the same like Les Mis. But I don't think there was a single play in here. I mean, this is really a punishment for me, right? Because every time I go like, oh, I don't need this category because it doesn't sell very well. The game immediately goes like, oh, you decided not to pick this up? Well, I guess we're gonna punish you, so I guess sorry, not today. It's basically never bring under a shelf worth of a category, because people will rip you to shreds. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously lots of things get turned into play, musicals, all that stuff.
Wow.
Guess what? Ta-da! I got my grade and I passed. Don't look at the grade, that doesn't matter, I passed and I get to graduate. Hey, are you saying I did a bad job growing all those plants? Because, you know, I would like to remind you, Anne, that this is our grade. The graduation ceremony is next Saturday. Will you come, please? Of course I will come. After all these years of studying, it's kind of a big deal for me, so I'd love for you to be there. Alright, I have to go now. Tilde has been asking me about my results for days now, and I'm sure she will want to hear this. Yeah, so I assume the graduation will be the golden memory for Anne. So that will be our fourth. Sorry, could you help me out? I usually go for books with happy endings. I wouldn't mind a book with 450 pages or more. And I typically go for character-driven novels. Happy endings, well then. Well, we have Journey to West, I don't know how it ends. Moments of self-discovery, Passion of Fire, Bittersweet Moments, Bending the Rules of Time, Class and Gender. I don't know about the happy endings, and also it's not over 450 pages. What we even have that's long? The Count of Monte Cristo. Probably not quite a happy ending you're looking for. Les Mis, probably nothing in like murder. Akatar. Again, this is a series, so like the ending might just be, you know, find out in the rest of the book. Think it counts as happy ending. Well, if I don't find anything else, then I can try that. A Teenage Thieves in Six of Crows. Fellowship of the Ring. Yes, the plan is to get the store. Wrinkle in Time. That's too short. Deepness in the Sky. Dramatic sci-fi. Again, it's hard to know, like, you know, what will be a happy ending. Something in kids, maybe, you know, if it's long enough. Inkheart, pen and paper can bring characters to life, but what happens when they escape the page? The beginning of a fantastical, dangerous adventures into the world of a book for all ages. Like, I would hope that, you know, things in kids generally are not too grim and dark, and this is 450 pages. Would this work? I just want to try it because I'm like, I don't actually know. Happiness seems to mean something there. Okay, I guess it's not a happy ending. We've tested it. We're learning. What should I pick? I can only commit to something with less than 200 pages. Fact books are just boring to me. I enjoy the Magic City. Okay, so some short fantasy or short kids things. That's not short. This is 212, so slightly too long for you. 188. So yeah, it's short and it's not fact books. 5 on Treasure Island. Finding something short to read. Okay. Redemption. The crime is really not selling all that well here right now, so the progress is slow. Law, fantasy, long read. Well, what can I say? But you're a bit late for fantasy in here, because our shelves are empty unless we have some classic fantasy here. Journey to the West. I mean, folk tales are kind of fantasy. You know, maybe if you're willing to expand to that. The Odyssey. Again, whether they consider mythology to be good enough for fantasy, right? It's not like super long. Count of Monte Cristo. That's a drama, not really fantasy. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like it's adventure. It's folk tales, right? But could that extend to fantasy in this? Yeah, too short apparently. Yeah, because when they want long, they want like 700 pages as well. But yes, I had 28 fantasy books and they're all gone. Give me something with real stakes, you know, the grisly kind. I typically book books from a series. I wouldn't mind. Okay, so you actually want something from the crime thing, but you want a series, which you know, should be fine for like Agatha Christie or Sherlock. Yeah, Christie. I mean, it's a crime, not like super thriller, but I mean, it should still be good. Or The Lost Symbol, actually, because Dan Brown stuff is also. It is a thriller and it is a series, so you may like that. Yep, intense in a good way. Of course, you know, I know about Dan Brown books because reading trashy mysteries is just the kind of thing I would do. Although it's been years and years and years since I've read those, obviously because they're quite old by now. They used to be popular for a little while. Okay, well, we've sold 15 crime, and we already had some, so 3 more on another day. Proper version of Journey to the West is a couple of thousand pages long. Nice, I guess that was the shortened version. Because yeah, that's like the is a Chinese kind of mythology thing, but that's kind of what then Dragon Ball was based on, and what was it? The game I remember, Wukong. That's all the same kind of roots, right? Or am I getting it all confused? because that's a possibility as well. Classics. So many classics. Old film camera. One aspiring actor will come today. Oh, because that's to get the drama kids into here. Ultramarine. I'm just buying everything in the shop because I can. Okay, so Saturday is gonna be Anne's graduation. Greetings from Codington. From Klaus. Hi mate, just writing to tell you that our first stop on tour was a success. The little club we played was brilliant and it was my first time seeing people mush to our songs. Holy shit, hope you're doing well. Cheers, Klaus. Yes, Klaus is doing amazingly. Well, since nothing else is going on, we just continue with the beach, I guess. Probably don't bring that much crime because it's not selling that well, but definitely bring big stacks of fantasy and big stacks of kids things, and then a little bit of travel, little bit of facts, classics, and some drama because we get punished if we don't. Actually do this, and then classics has drama and other things, so slightly more classics is fine. We're getting there. There you go, kids. Have your ball. So what's up with this cave, huh? I was like, was this here all this time? Or did it become a new thing? And something is gonna happen with it. Yes, latest landmark bookstore. Hello? Sorry, no adults allowed. I'm sorry, I paid for this thing. How dare you say no adults allowed? Sci-fi nerd, but I'm afraid of most animals, okay? Sci-fi, no animals. Buckle up for an epic space adventure that kicks off the Zones of Thought series and introduces a mind-bending future thousands of years from now, okay? That sounds sci-fi. I don't know if it has animals. I mean, generally it feels like sci-fi is not big on animals. Obviously, sometimes there will be some, but yeah, I mean, I have no idea about this book. Like, this is... I don't even remember seeing this book in the game. So, yeah, let's see how it works out. Yep, there I say sci-fi is best. Didn't have any animals, so we're good. Now I'm remembering that guy that said he doesn't want any animals in the books because he's allergic. That was funny. Okay, we've solved enough crime to satisfy the parents. So maybe they're no longer concerned. Harper, what would you like us to do? I want to get your quest done as well. Low page count, but fact books are boring. Mummilands are good. Okay, so something in kids maybe. That's the snowy day. There we go, 32 pages. A young black boy explores his neighborhood transformed by the magic of snow. The beautiful illustrations of this charming story help pave the way for more inclusive representation in children's literature. I mean, wrong time of the year because this is about snow, but, you know, you can read this, I'm sure. It's short and it's not facts. Rocket and Guardians of the Galaxy, okay. I mean, I guess that's kind of an animal. Still not much going on, huh? Woman, you're literally graduating college, university, whatever you call that, where you're from, and you're bored. Get a job now that you have a degree. Romance, no scary stuff. Sure, what we have? Paper, towns, young adult, looking to love for an answer. Yeah, John Green. Yeah, this is like YA romance thingy, right? Is that okay? Sweet, I love love. Looks spicy, potentially. Probably what I need to distract myself. I'm always like, because John Green, I think he has a bunch of basically YA romance books, but he also runs a YouTube channel and like podcasts and whatever. Like, I think it's called like Mental Floss or something. So I'm like, interesting set of things he likes to do. One Whodunit from my collection, crime novel, I'm obsessed. None of super heavy books. Tilde Heart. That's Murder Vicarage. Agatha Christie. Yeah, that's a crime novel. Not too long. There you go. Yep. Classic mystery. Nothing happened with the concerned parents. Oh, there we go. As if I summoned them. Ah, very good. Your crime selection is quite remarkable. Yeah, we sold 20 crime books. Your customers are going wild for mystery, but they also seem a little concerned. But don't you think some of these are quite bloody? You certainly shouldn't sell them to kids. I did it! Lady! This is the kind of people that create problems, right? She's like, I want this thing. Okay, here's the thing. Oh, how dare you give me this thing? Now that I look around, you've got quite a lot of children in here. Where are their guardians? So responsible to leave children unsupervised at the beach. They could fall and get hurt, or well, anything could happen. Yeah, please calm down. Well, I'll certainly keep an eye on your shop. Someone has to. Imagine being that person that's like, someone is selling books in our town. You know, the outrage. How dare they? Books. For children. Apparently my response to that is to... yeah, but do keep the crime books coming. I can't put them down. The hypocrisy of this lady is killing me right now. Sorry, I have to pick up my kid. I normally prefer short and sweet books. I am partial to include crime. Well, I have some Agatha Christie. That's like 200 pages. So you may enjoy that. 250 pages, too many pages. Well, I'm sorry, lady. That was probably the shortest crime thing I had anyway. The people. Yeah, can't have children seeing anything. They might grow up to be adults that are aware of the world. And that would just be terrible. They should be unaware. They should live in magical fantasy forever. I mean, I sold horror books to the kids. That's, you know, that's different. Oh my god, my fantasy is 39. That's quite bad. I mean, it's good that we've been selling. Mega red. Okay, time to get scammed again on the mystery box. Oh, actually not bad, because we get lots of fantasy and crime, which is the two things that we wanted. So did not scam today. You are invited from Cassie, valued Mega newsletter subscriber. I don't remember subscribing to your newsletter. It is my great pleasure to announce the collaboration of the century. The official Silence Libri fan shop will open today. Wow! So they selling out Klaus Klaus's band fan shop at the Mega Marché. Okay, so today they want us to go to the market to see the fan shop. Yeah, okay, let the crime, drama, and kids here. Crime, kids, drama. Classics. Fantasy. Facts and trouble. With everything they can't see behind doors. Yeah, I mean, they do various things like here, like, you know, bad things need to be, you know, not attractive to children, but that doesn't exactly stop certain things. See, yeah, that's the weird one in here, right? Where they'd be like, no cigarettes, but vapes are basically children branded. So that's a little bit of a weird one. Yeah, check out the fan store. Okay. Yeah, it's pictures of Klaus. We can buy things. Autograph portrait of Klaus. Yes. We can put it on the wall. We can get a t-shirt. Why does it reduce our customer count? Like, surely everyone loves Klaus. And the banner. Again, minus customer count, but, you know, plus to various things. Okay, I've bought everything at the Klaus shop. There we go. Yeah. Hidden things. Am I like the only customer for this fan shop? No one else is getting anything. I guess that's all the quests here, right? So that's location that's now complete. Take books from a series, and I'm a fan of Warner of detectives. I don't enjoy dry books. Okay, if we have Sherlock or Poirot, then we're good. There we go. Yes, Belgian detective Hercule Poirot, the mysterious affair at Styles. There you go. A world of detectives, and it's a series. Yep, there you go. Those ones are easy. Much easier than I want a book that's in itself the biggest contradiction ever known to man. Harper's here. I also saw Moira coming in. Yeah, like the book length. Who knows? Hey, you're gonna come to the next flea market again, right? Harper! Yeah, I know about that. It's been over a year of me consistently coming to the free market. I don't need me. You don't need you to tell me every week. Next book in that series, I don't normally like it when authors add magic to everything, okay? So no magic, but like, would you like some crime? You know, is that okay? There's no crime, there's no magic in that. It's a series again because it's Poirot, and then no magic. Doesn't it have any prequels or sequels? Wasn't it Poirot? Isn't that a series? In like a specific way? Crime thriller, real Nile Barter. Okay. Angels and Demons. That's a crime thriller. for sure. Alex Cross investigates another macabre murder with undeniable sights of vampires. Thrilling and bloody case. So I guess either of those. Angels and Demons, is that okay? Yep, can't wait to be surprised.
Oh.
Morning. Did you also get that Marche newsletter today? I never would have taken Cassie for a metalhead, did you?
Hey.
I rang Klaus first thing, of course. He seemed a little disturbed, but also proud, I think. Oh look, someone's even put down some flowers here. He didn't die, yes. Oh, Klaus isn't dead. He's just on tour. That's what I was thinking. Haha, oh my, looks like people here really miss him. Yes, like there's a whole, like, altar down there. I swear, he's alive. I didn't kill him. I just gave him a tour bus. Don't be so dramatic. I just need a fantasy novel. And a short one. Well, I only have 2. This is Alternative Universe, a successor to the Throne of England, are chosen for random selection. While the newest king fails to take his position seriously, one inhabitant of Nothing Hill upholds his whimsical decisions with vigor. Not sure if it's gonna count, but yes. I'm not giving her the passage mature reading super long, so I don't know if this Napoleon of Nothing Hill will count. Yep, can't wait to get lost in this world. Yeah, well, apparently Harper goes in fantasy, so... Yeah, I mean, clearly the game has some limitations as to how it tags certain things. Because yeah, I didn't think it was going to work really, because it didn't sound like, you know, what you would normally pick as fantasy, but apparently it works. The drama, the style, the emotion, there has to be a play for me. Okay, well, I'm not sure. The Perks of Being a Wallflower, that's not a play, and Sloan. Of the play, yeah, this is a play. Don't want animals in my book, and I really enjoy Othello. Yeah, this is wild. Blah, blah. Well, I don't know about animals specifically, but that's probably like the only play I have. Yep. Okay. There you go. It's a play. Yes, we are testing the extents of this game quite a lot in terms of like, you know, what books are what and what works. Okay, crime's gone, drama gone, facts gone, fantasy gone. And classics and kids like half. So yeah, we sold quite a lot. And our dancing flappy man. Okay. We visited the Klaus shop. So that's an interesting thing. And I guess I've bought all the seasonal items for the summer because now it's literally just giving me mystery boxes of books. It's gone like, you've gone and bought everything. Okay, today is the performance of Julius Caesar, so not particularly what I'm looking for. Actually, I'm still missing one thing at the hospital as well, but I'm not sure it counts towards anyone's particular goal. I just really want to keep going to the beach because I want to get Harper's quests, and I think she's connected to the beach. And obviously after the summer, the beach is no longer that good of a location. Okay, we want crime and fantasy and kids. Fantasy, lots of kids stuff, some classics. Or no, actually I wanna do classics here. Drama here, travel, and facts. Yes, it's everything is Tilde. Like anything that happens in this town is Tilde. Yeah, the mystery boxes so far, like... What was that? There's a lion living in the cave now? Well, that's interesting. Mysterious noises. Plus 6% to fantasy sessions, minus 4 to kids, 50% danger, minus 50 to animals. Okay. That was Harper. Okay. Well, hopefully she's okay. Because that didn't sound good. Do we think Harper like grew some genetically modified cave monster and that's where she's keeping it? Oh, that girl. If we don't guide her, she will be an evil genius taking over the world one day. We have to be really careful with her. So what's going on? Is the crime selling? Yeah, I mean, literally don't know what she could be doing, but she's capable of anything. One horror shocker, crime novels, super suspenseful ones. I can't get enough of The Shining. So would you like some sort of stuff like King with some crime? Stephen King, The Outsider. Terrifying outsider stalks Twin City, committing heinous crimes, tag-along ragtag team of heroes who take it upon themselves to deal with this nightmare in classic Stephen King fashion, yeah. I guess, yeah, if you want a horror shocker with crime, then I guess the Stephen King book should work. Yep, quite unsettling, but I like it. We survived our first recommendation of the day. But yeah, buy more crime. So the parents can yell at me some more. Quick question, do you have a torch with you? Why? How else do you expect to see anything in the cave? Now we'll have to get by with just mine. Listen, have you noticed those weird roars coming from the sea cave over there? Obviously we have to investigate. Well, she's saying we have to investigate, but this could be a trap. This will be my first expedition as a future spellologist, cave expert, whatever. See, I already wrote down my working theories here. New case? Yes, it was Harper. Mysterious and frankly unsettling noises have been heard from the sea caves. We must get to the bottom of this. Meet me over there next to the cave entrance as soon as you're ready to investigate, okay? I assume that's at the end of day. Yeah, I can't investigate right now. Knights, Romans, Viking history, but I don't usually go for any niche. I can't get enough of Anne and Green Gables. Okay, so could be some classics. With like history things, or could be some other stuff, nothing too niche. What we have, the Raven, definitely. Oh, it could be like drama stuff. Huh. The Duke and I mean, that's in a historical setting, so good work. Nothing too niche. It's a popular book. You like Anne of Green Gables, I mean, sure. But we're not gonna give you another Anne of Green Gables, and I'm not sure how many historical settings I have other than that. Sailor Moon, Happy Prince. Okay, I think the Duke and I will work for history, maybe. Treasure Island, maybe. Yeah, Emma will probably work as well. I mean, I'm like, the dinosaurs, they're old. Now I've lost the Treasure Island. Was it in classics? Yeah, the Emma would work probably as well. Treasure Island, pirate treasure map, classic story of treasure and treasure. Kids dreaming of becoming a pirate. Is that okay? Yep, interesting in the historical aspect. Yep, Prezzo, that was good recommendation. I think that one we had a few options for. Oh good, you're here as well. I came by to verify a new article for the review after I was approached by some parents. It's the parents that hate books. Have you heard any... Oh wait, this is interesting. Did you happen to sell a lot of crime novels recently? This is pure conjecture, but there might be a correlation. Sorry, excuse me, I have to write this down. Yeah, I think, like, they treat anything that's been, like, before, like, the mid of 20th century as history, to be honest. So, you know, I've had books past that were, like, I wouldn't consider it, like, deep history, but it still worked. Looking for anything sci-fi, okay. May have run out. Anything sci-fi-ish in kids? Children's Tales, Momo the Great Gentleman, Thieves, Western Game, Scott Pilgrim. Well, not really. I mean, there's sometimes sci-fi like... Yeah, like dystopian science fiction from Orwell, 1984. Gulliver's Tales, proto-science fiction. Novel satirizes the political environment of England and the travel logs popular during its colonial expansion. I mean, proto-sci-fi, is it sci-fi? Yeah, it says 1984 sci-fi. I'm just like browsing, because again, I'm like, I have recommended 1984 before, but I'm like, I haven't recommended Gulliver's Tales, but yeah, this should be safe. EP, yep, okay. Yeah, I mean, when I think of 1984, I think more on the dystopian end of it, but yes, I guess it's sci-fi as well as dystopian stuff. I'm a big fantasy fanatic, however, I don't want anything pretentious. Well, I don't have any fantasies, so, you know, pretentious it might be or not. Poetic short stories for children. I don't know. Anything in classics that's sort of fantasy? I mean, people probably consider many classics pretentious. Gothic historical fiction. The Raven, no. Dickens, that's not really fantasy. Death on the Nile, no. The Shining, no. Romance. Scott Pilgrim. I mean, weirdly enough, Scott Pilgrim is a bit fantastical, but not in like, you know, castles and dragons sort of thing. But it's somewhat like magical. I mean, poetic short stories for children, the magic world, tales of talking animals, more like fairies and beasts. I mean, that's somewhat fantasy. Yep. Can't wait to get lost in this world. Wasn't too pretentious for you. Fantasy fanatic, a lot of pages. Where am I gonna find you that thing? Where am I gonna get you a lot of pages of fantasy when I not got a single fantasy book? This is, you know, not a good time to ask me. So I think I have to just send you home because I don't have anything. Yep. Too late. Come by earlier. Sold our crime, sold our fantasy, sold all the kid stuff. Oh no, that section's empty. Yes, it is. Okay, finish up so I can go exploring the cave. Yep, time for the cave. Let's go, Harper. There you are, ready to explore. Let's go. Step into the dark sea cave, hearing the faint whispers of wind and waves. Good thing I brought my torch. Like, a thin beam of flickering yellow light illuminates the moss-grown cave walls behind you. Before you. So do you know any self-defense? I did judo for about 2 weeks, so I'll protect us. This feels wildly irresponsible. As Harper's head turns to peek around the next corner, the wobbling circle of light grazes over something on the wall. What's that? You can't quite believe your eyes. There are beautiful cursive stanzas written along the sandy face of the wall. A fire roams, the town in anguish wakes, yet all I fear is the flame her eyes betray. With hopeless want my hopeful heart now aches, for ashen wind blows toward her gaze so grey. The sonnet continues further, and you find yourself quite moved by this tale of a lover who seems just within reach and yet is unattainable. Below the fading words, another line is very legible. It looks like a hasty aided signature. STB and 1590. Wait, doesn't that sound like St. Buxton? Whoa, I didn't know this would turn into archaeological expedition. The fragments of St. Buxton, there's a poem scrawled on the walls inside the sea caves. Crunch. You halt in fear as Harper's torchlight pans along the floor, searching for whatever you just stepped on. A golden fragment reflects back at you. It looks like it was once part of an old family crest. Wait, don't touch that. We need to handle and store our finds very carefully. Good thing I packed my troglobites collection device. We can use that. Archaeological container. Scientifically, the soundest way to store critical pieces of Buxtonbury history. Okay, so it increases various sale chances, but one is recommendation. A fragment of an old family crest found in the sea caves. Seriously, this is the discovery of the century. Despite his fame, we know almost nothing about St. Buxton's life here in town. New case. Who was St. Buxton really? And where do the strange fragments lead to? A case bound to reshape Buxtonbury history. Let's write down our thoughts on the board. In the dim light of the cave, Harper hastily scribbles down her burning questions. Who was the poem about? When did St. Buxton die? Where's the rest of that crest? Keep an eye out for the shards of St. Buxton's family crest. They must be hidden around Buxtonbury. Okay, so this might be where we go around town and there's like the various St. Buxton statues and stuff like that we have to click on finally. Whoa, I'm so excited. Let's get out of here so we can start looking into St. Buxton. But where's the lion? You follow Harper towards the fading daylight outside. But what was it that you came in here for again? Yeah, exactly. A dinosaur! You think it's unlikely that a dinosaur has survived in a cave in a sleepy old bookstone buried by sea? Still, you dash after Harper. No need to risk it, right? What was that? It's a sea lion? Or a sea? Yeah, it was a seal or a sea lion. Sea lion? How did it even get here? I mean, it's kind of a lion. Well, that concludes that investigation at least. Guess we caught 2 fish with 1 net here, huh? 2 fish with 1 net? That doesn't... Must be local saying. Okay, I gotta go home. It's like really late. Keep an eye out on those fragments. Case closed. Mysterious noises. Yes, it wasn't a dinosaur after all. It was a sea lion. Arf, arf, arf. You want a ball? No, it just goes over there. Okay. Well, time to pack up then. We've got lots of exploring to do. Okay, whoa, we want more crime. And maybe some more fantasy. Give me the mystery. Oh, ton of drama. Okay, so today is the flea market, but more importantly is Anne's graduation, which means we're just going for the graduation. So we want classic facts and drama. Classic facts. Actually, classics and drama together because there are similar books in there. Facts. Few kids things, even though they don't super sell, but it will do. Some travel and some crime. Maybe crime here because it's more, and then some travel next to facts. Dandelion, yeah, that's also a kind of a lion. Don't you know? The jar got... I need to check out my shop because things got like replaced. Okay, I mean this is okay, but what was here before? What did it replace? What did I have there? I can't even remember. What's my case now? I guess it's the Sandbuxton, so I need it. I have lots of Klaus things. Yeah, I think this is fine. I don't need the call for manuscripts now, right? Because I already collected manuscripts, so I don't need that. What else goes on the wall? Tip chance, there's tips. Well, it was empty, okay, so I must have removed something and I forgot. Okay, well, what do I want to put on my wall then? What do I have that goes on the wall? Oh, because I had my Christmas wreath because it makes the plant effects better. So that I can add that back. Okay. Well, I think we're good then. I think we're good. Let's go see about this graduation. I know I passed. She's just wearing her jogging outfit to her graduation. I'm still nervous for some reason. Please welcome to the stage the newest graduate of our School of Natural Sciences and Engineering. Our next graduate is Anne Cohen. Her research on the adaptability of mutated plant variations to local environmental conditions has earned her a Master of Science degree. Okay, so she was doing her master's. It is my pleasure to hand you your diploma, Miss Cohen. Great work.
Yeah.
Oh wow, thank you, Professor. Okay, well, she's graduated, and now we're gonna Yeah, I have barely any customers. The murder house! The murder house is being renovated into the printing place. But yes, actually, one of the sandbooks and things is here. Yeah. Inspect him. This is slot here looks like the, this slot here looks like those pieces we found. You should come back when you and Harper have managed to fix that crest. Okay, so this is where we're gonna put the crest. Sheep are here for graduation as well. Hi, Anne. Okay, yeah, she's still wearing her jogging outfit, but now she's got her graduation cap on. Into horror, sometimes I enjoy a good graphic novel. Okay. Do we have like, you know, Attack on Titan or some of those other horror manga graphic novels? Yeah, the brilliant surgeon Dr. Kenzo Tenma might be the only one who can find out the twisted motivations of a cold and calculated serial killer in this tense and dark crime thriller in manga form. Well, it's not a horror, really, because we know that they don't consider like serial killers to be horror. So that's not gonna pass. So we just have to give them something else. Like, you know, I would be like, oh, you know, that's scary enough, but the game's gonna be like, no, because it's not supernatural stuff. Because it's a thriller. It has to be horror. Yeah, this is crime. Ghost stories from the grave. Prepare to be chilled upon as you journey into the realm of supernatural with this collection of eerie and haunting tales with Dickens, Stoker. Well, okay, so this is like horror stories. So that may be just good enough. Because yeah, the rest of what we have, it's all gonna be crime. Yep. Okay, well, that's my like one horror here. Do you not have any comics? No, I don't. Actually. Hey, there you are. Thanks so much for coming. It means a lot. I mean, I may have had comics in other stuff, but not in horror. Because yeah, that would have been where like Attack on Titan or Death Note would have worked if I had it. Yes. If you never need advice, just ask your friend, the Master of Science. Look at this. I'm gonna need everyone to refer to me as the Master of Science now. By the way, did I tell you that my prof approached me after the ceremony? She asked if I wanted to continue in the PhD program and said she'd like to offer me a position as her research assistant if I do. I told her I need to think about it. I mean, after 8 years, do I really want to stay in academia? I mean, it's already been 8 years. You may as well just keep going. But then again, it's not like I had anything else planned for life after graduation. Really? You went into masters and you were like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life. To be honest, I didn't really want to think about it until now, because what if I failed, you know? I didn't want to get invested. But I didn't fail. I'm actually pretty good at this whole research thing. And Dr. Anne Cohen doesn't sound too bad either. Yes. If she still complains that she's bored and she's got nothing to do while she's PhD student research assistant, just no. No. That's not how any of this works. Hi, how are you? I wanted you to know that the printing press should be ready now. It was a very difficult restoration process, I can tell you that much. Especially acquiring replacement parts for an over 200-year-old machine. But at least after combing through storage some more, I could find the original manual that was immensely helpful. All we have to do now is try it out and make some adjustments, of course. The press is back, try it out. I've set everything up over there in the old groundskeeper cottage. Okay, it wasn't a murder house. It was just the groundskeeper cottage. Join me when you're done here. Okay. So after the day is finished, we're going to print. I'd like something with fantasy world, but I'm not a fan of horror. Okay, well, we have some fantasy worlds. What would you like? Because, I mean, she's not really placing much expectation here. Would you like just some Tolkien? Is that okay? It's fantasy world and it's not horror. Yep, that works. Yeah, that's what they call it, groundskeeper house. How do we know the groundskeeper wasn't a serial killer? That's what why they're gone now. The sheep are still here. I'm happy to see that St. Buxton is being discussed more among young people. His work here put Buxtonbury on the map afterward. While most of his writing was published posthumously, he supposedly was quite the popular teacher already at the university, did you know? He became a professor at the age of 22. Back in his time, he taught everything from poetry to architecture to history. And it is believed that he lived right here in Cyril Plaza. Speaking of, I should write to the council again. They have not yet cleaned the fountain this year. Okay, when you mean Cyril Plaza, you mean actually where the cafe is, not here. I could really use something with a political message. Also, philosophy is my cup of tea, but tragedies are often a bit too tragic for me. I hope it's not too much of a bother. Philosophy and the political thing. Do we have like 1984 or something? Because yeah, I'm not sure what else. Plant murder, debuff. None of this sounds particularly philosophical and political. They both die at the end. Not political. Tudor Tale of Power, Betrayal, and Queens. I mean, that's drama. You're saying Napoleon of Nothing Hill sounds perfect. Okay. Do I have? I do. Okay. We'll see if it works. Because I'm curious. I'm curious where this book fits in. Yep. That worked. That worked. They agreed. You get the approval. Wait, you found a key slot that would fit St. Buxton's crest? On the statue? Whoa, that's like the coolest place for a secret door. Now we only have to find the last crest pieces and patch it all up. And then nothing can stand between us and the Adventurers Hall of Fame. New hobby, books from this century, nothing with animals, I'm allergic. Okay, let's not fail it this time. New hobby, so something like a cookbook, or something like that. Carpentry, travel, places to see. The bookshop book. Can bookshops be a hobby? The Book of Tea, but that's old. That's all old. Hidden history. Thousand places to see before you die, I guess. Travel as a hobby. Yes, they're allergic to animals in books. I mean, travel. That's a hobby. It's from the century. The only thing would be like, oh, that's animals. Is that your understanding of pastime? Yes, some people travel as a hobby. Imagine that. It's a thing people do. Not me, but they do it. Yeah, I think some people come here with like, I want a specific book, but I'm not gonna say it. You have to figure out what exactly do I want. I would like to, you know, hear from the devs what exactly was the answer to that question. Oh hey, you found me. I mean, it wasn't hard. I'm still moving things in, but it's pretty cozy, right? I have a feeling we're going to print some great books here. I've written a great book about bees. Let me show you the press, then we can try a first print. As you enter the narrow doorway, your eyes are drawn to a large mechanical printing press that takes up half the room. Yeah, those things are huge. What a beautiful device. The intricate heavy metal parts are rising and turning in all directions as Fern brings them into position. It smells pleasantly of oil and ink, and there's something else in the air. It's subtle, but you can feel it. Potential, infinite potential. Let's see, which one would you like to print first? The bees! Yes, I must print the bees. 25 copies of the bees. But I can print everything else as well. Murder at the Supermarket, that's Tilde's book. And the Blah Blah Compendium, the business books. There we go. Everything's printed. The Blah Blah Compendium. More customers. Murder is 2 plus to crime and 100% to case effects. Because yeah, depending on what case we have on the board, they have effects. The bees. Look at the beautiful cover of our bee book. I'm touched. +1 to facts and +12 to animals, -1 to recommendations. The machine springs into action and then settles into steady, mesmerizing rhythm. One by one, the empty paper sheets are fed through the mechanism and transformed into pages on the other side, almost like magic. It's happening, we're printing. Hey, that worked like a charm. The quality is much better than I expected. Fresh off the press, beautifully typeset and the tasteful lettering. Printing is an art from now, no longer lost in Buxtonbury. If you want to print some more, I'll just be here a while longer today. Just knock on the door. We can always print more editions, or you could bring me a new manuscript. This is fun, right? Or is it just me? Either way, there's lots to do. I'll see you later. Thank you for help with this. Yeah, core memory. Finally, Fern found something they want to do. Yeah, it's less recommendations, but it's like, it feels like towards the end of the game, you just want to be getting through the quest and maybe not spending all the time on recommendations, especially that people are just so goddamn picky. Okay, let's wrap up and then we can go equip those books into our shop. Yeah, so now we have the books, so we can use the 4-book display and we can show off everything, because why not? Where does... oh, it has to go outside. Not the wavy guy. Huh. What do I replace? Take the bench off. Maybe. Where are we at? Books. Okay, so we have our blah blah book. We have our bees. We have the crime, and yeah, then we don't need this shelf. Ah, that wasn't the thing I wanted to remove. And we have the other blah blah book. So we like, you know, both editions. Yeah, I don't know whether this is truly we get 25 copies of this book, or is it just like it gives us 25 of that type because, you know, we just throw it in, and then it also gives us the main copy of you know, the book to put on a shelf. That's from the manuscripts. I'm not sure we actually got 25 copies of bees. Yeah. Okay, I've accidentally like removed my whole shelf because it's a thing. Okay. Yeah, shelf back. We need to paint it to match everything else because people don't want my stuff to not match. And I don't want my stuff to not match either. Then... Yes, tomorrow the fact shield is just bees, 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 bees. Then, yeah, I have 2 slots at the top there, so... Where did that jar go? Because the jar was... Yeah, the jar was good. And then the picture of our friends, because we lost that with the desk. So bring that back. What does Bookston do? Drama, classics, and what? Because we also lost the plant. This plant, plant effects, weather effects. Okay, like not necessarily need that in. Okay, I think that's okay. Yes, I mean, of course, now everyone's gonna be visiting us to get our bee book, right? That's gonna be our a very important special book. Everyone wants it. It's the only way. Okay, so now we wanna go. Today is Silent Library fan meetup at the marsh. Okay, I was going to go to the cafe because that's where another Bookstone thing is, but I want to see this fan meetup. Even though it's gonna be less customers because the market is closed Sunday. But I wanna see all of Klaus's fans. Crime, drama, and kids. Kids. Crime. Kids do crime. Drama. Classics. Some travel. No. Fantasy here. Facts and travel here. There we go. It's the fan club. They're just hanging out. Hey guys, you doing anything? Klaus's signed biographies. Klaus's favorite biographies, yes. Okay, that just gives us a bunch of things. Okay, but we can't like talk to his fans? Or is it just like a day where now we have... Yeah, okay, there's more customers now, so even though market's closed, the fans of Klaus instant turn up, and like music effects get extra. Give me a book about plants or rocks or animals, as long as it's about nature, yeah, but factual books, lesser known works. Finnish designer, Shakespeare, Spirals in Time, marine biology. That's animals, so, and it's probably not super well known since it's like, you know, specific book. Oh yeah! Oh yeah, because it's gonna be Klaus fans, but Klaus just loves facts books, right? So are they all gonna want facts books? I assume there's nothing about Bookstone around here at the market. Pace and Bookstone get talking. What do you know? Wait, let me hold it like, what is happening? My camera's just gone crazy. There's something here. Oh, okay, what did I do? Fragment of an old family crest found inside the bust of a Sun Bookstone. How did you even fit it in here? Oh, it worked. There was another piece of the crest inside the base. What did I just click on? This is the best treasure hunt of my life. We're going to be fit. Like, I pressed on the roof With the birds? I don't understand. What did I just click on to make that happen? There's a hidden St. Bookson on the roof? I'll get right to the point. I believe you're ready to take over, dear. I thought of quite a few preparations before I wanted to hand over the keys to you, and you have completed them all. Yay! The people's bookseller. You have some truly amazing people on your side who will help you through thick and thin. I am the worthy heir. What's better than one tiny bookshop? 2 bookshops, where one is slightly bigger. You have really shown yourself to be a remarkable business person. And I have no doubts that you will be the best successor I could wish for. We did it! Now all of the efforts deserve their reward, don't you think? Come on, let me prepare the opening party for you. Your friends will be there. Alright, then meet me at the shop tomorrow and I will officially hand over your new keys. See you there. Okay. Well, I'm happy that's happening, because that means we've actually completed the main part of the game. I still hope I get to, like, maybe finish Harper's quest, because obviously she's the best. I'm usually more of a vinyl person, but let's see what you have. I quite like the feeling of a heftier book. I'm interested in fact books. Okay, so, well, you want a big fact book, but I only have this little fact book. Do I have like a big travel book maybe? That would work. Okay. Yeah, 290 living in Alaska. 222 walk in the woods. Well, Notes from a Small Island is the 324. After 2 decades in Britain, this American author isn't afraid to draw his conclusion about small, weird, lovely island that had become his second home. Okay, this is a book about Britain. I'm not sure that's enough of a fact. Walk in the Woods, Tale of Two Men. That's not really fact. Exploration of ancient art and architecture, comprised of 3 groundbreaking volumes. You have a soft spot for hard rocks. Get this, okay? Maybe that's enough of a fact and long enough. No, too short. Where that's like the one of the bigger books I had. That's okay. We are the best bookseller in this town anyway, so you know, you can't stop me. I hate when books just end. Give me a series. I can get always for a fantasy series. Asimov's world famous sci-fi epic continues as secret unravels around the 14-year-old Arcady. Okay, so this sounds like a series. Dear Score, I, Robot, Invisible Man, Fair Blood. But it's not fantasy though, because it's sci-fi. Although it says I can always go for a fantasy novel, so maybe that's not a requirement entirely. Because yeah, I don't have any more just straight up fantasy. Dragon Ball. Not exactly. I mean, Artemis Fowl. I think that was a series and it's like fairies and whatever. Newtonian Physics for Babies. Haven't seen that for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Is the sci-fi okay? Or are you gonna be mad? Was there Tolkien and I missed it? Because I may have missed it. Because yeah, I have certain languages I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna work, but obviously the books don't always show up when I want them to. Because if I miss the Tolkien, then that's my fault. It's the thing when they say like, oh, I could go for something, right? Which is like, well, if you could go for it, doesn't mean like you have to. But I guess you have to. It's fine. I mean, I had Tolkien before, but I don't know. I may have just clicked through it accidentally. Oh no, someone just picked up the Fellowship of the Ring. So yes, you're right, Red Zone. There was one. I just totally missed it. So someone just bought it because I saw it in the dialogue. It's fine. Honestly, like, we're rich. We have to teach those people to, you know, find their own books. They can't always rely on us to find their books for themselves. Sure, free books. I will take them. Mystery books. Why not? Lots of facts. Okay, so we need to go to the cafe, right? Because that's where everything is going down today. What they like here, they like classics and crime and travel. Classics. Crime. Travel. Some fantasy, some drama. Facts and kids. Two kids here, fantasy here, and I'm short a classic. There we go. We ready for our big day? Let me just quickly click on the bookstone. Isn't this St. Bookstone? Harper would probably want to take a closer look. The fountain is a little worn by age, but you still make out the spitting image of a distinguished gentleman. Oh wait, there is a glint in his eye. An actual glint? Is that a button? Ooh, secrets! Yeah, fragment of an old family crest found in a hidden compartment at the cafe. Okay. We got that sorted. Okay, so there's our bookshop, right? Nice and purple. Time for our big party, Tilde. Yeah, but we're still missing one. So I still have to figure out where one of them is. And I knew about the statue at the university. And I knew about the fountain because like I've seen them when we started playing. I don't actually know an extra one. And I have absolutely no idea what happened at the supermarket. So we'll have to just visit various locations and see. Lighthouse has a ghost. Yeah. Oh yes, hello, sorry I'm tired today. This whole printing business has become quite taxing to do on my own. Seems like just passion might not be enough to run a quasi-publishing house alone. I'll need to get more people on board, but not many people know about this project yet. Well, I'm sure Harper will help. We need to get more of our books out there. Can I count on your help? Yeah, I'm selling books. Yeah, the people need to read this. Thanks, I appreciate it. Hey, I'm so glad to see you again. Klaus is back! I have the bust. I have the bust in my shop. And that's interesting because the bust, when I got the bust, which was again about a year ago, someone said, the person that gave me the bust said, oh, you should like show it to Harper or something. And since then I was like, why did they say to show it to Harper? Like it made no sense. Other than, you know, Harper just likes everything. But now, like, maybe that's a thing. Like, it's actually something to do with this quest. Whoa, I've been missing Buxtonbury. It's so nice and quiet here. How have you been? Did anything change while I was gone? Yes, the season. I got a new hat. So, you look new, eh? Speaking of changes, I brought you something. Oh, they brought me books. you know, I came across them a lot on tour and thought you'd be interested in all the cool new covers. Well, thank you. Thank you for the books. Lovely weather. I'm interested in learning about history. I usually don't go for thrillers. Okay. Well, history. The origin of species. That kind of history. Building techniques. Abridgment of grammar. Fungi. Troglobites. Gemology. Physics. Feminist, queer. Hyman mathematics, gender buffet, Mesopotamian buildings. That's history, right? And that's not a thriller. It's definitely not thrilling. Is that okay history for you? Yep, buildings will be useful. It's such a shame Tilde decided to clear out the shop. You're saying it's a shame that I'm getting the shop? Wow, Miriam. I told her that there was no need, of course, but she already had made up her mind to retire. I admit I will miss working opposite her here, bringing her coffee, walking to and from work together. You could bring me coffee, or, you know, tea or hot chocolate. I don't want coffee. Anyway, I better get back to my tasks. Yes, please bring me tea and hot chocolate every day. She doesn't want to be my friend. I'm training my biceps. Give me something academic. I also tend to read lesser known works. Do you have anything like The Soul of a Man or The Socialism? I couldn't find anything at the library. Something academic, lesser known. I mean, I have Origin of Species. That, I mean, obviously it's known, but it's, you know, you learn things. Naturary Flora of Buxton Borough, Taxonomy of the Flora of Buxton Bay from late 16th century, with handwritten illustrations by the polymath St. I mean, that sounds fairly academic and probably not very well known. So, would that be okay? Brilliant, I bet nobody else around here has read this. Wow, you found another one? Yes, I did. That's so cool. Do you think it will let us that big treasure? I hope we find the rest soon before anyone else can find our treasure. We need to keep looking. Let's split up. Well, so far I'm doing all the finding, Harper, so I don't know what you're on about. Fantasy set. Oh, because we have like people who we have 3 people in the shop that improve our fantasy sales, so it's high up. Now, my dear, it's time for the opening of your brand new bookshop. Hello, Cloves and Tea. You're just in time for the big ceremony. Oh, I'm getting quite misty-eyed. This is so nostalgic. Here are the keys. I know you will do great things, dear, and I'll always be here if you need my help. Tilde's keys. Well, even though this is the end of the game, I haven't finished Harper's quest, so we will still go on for a bit because I want to see where this Harper thing goes. Yes, keys to the proverbial castle. Use them wisely. And thank you for carrying on what I began so many years ago. I'll meet you at the entrance after you're done for the day. Okay, first, more recommendations. I enjoyed an old romance plot from time to time. Wouldn't hurt if I had thrilling, gripping plot. Yeah, I can't get enough of Hunger Games. Well, we know Six of Crows has romance in it because it passed before. I think she has although I don't know, because she would usually only mention like going out with her grandma to the market. And then, like, Klaus being her uncle, so I'm not sure where her parents are, to be honest. I mean, she can stay at the bookshop and help us, and then help Fern with the press, so... yeah, criminally talented crew of fellow teenage thieves to complete the dangerous task. Sounds thrilling to me, and we know there is a romance plot, because that worked before. So would that be okay if like the Hunger Games are okay? This doesn't sound very romantic. Okay, well, the other person thought there was romance. So clearly the two of you need to start a debating club about what's romantic and what's not. Because, yeah, I don't know how to tell anymore. All our travel sold. Yeah, sometimes they just like... I know it's like... It's almost like real life, right? People have different opinions about different things. But obviously in a game you're like, well, I want to be able to pass the test. Everyone's here. Here we are, dear. This lovely folks all wanted to come and wish you well for your next step. Yeah, mate, you'll rock this. I have full faith in you. Thank you, Miriam. Good luck, you'll do amazing. Anne is no longer wearing her graduation cap. Yay, books forever. I second that. You've done well, young'un. Good job. Yeah, Klaus is back visiting. They had a good tour. There's now a shrine to Klaus at the market, but they're back for a little bit to see us succeed now. I couldn't have said it better myself. Now, why don't you have a chat with everyone first? This is your party after all. Good job. Okay, we can talk to everyone. Thanks for bringing back the bookshop, mate.
Yeah.
I've made a lot of precious childhood memories here. And I know you'll keep up the legacy, you know, of making this a refuge for weird kids like I was. Finally, I get to see what everyone was raving about. You might not do things the same way as Tilde did, but she assured me that you'd carry on her vision. If you don't mind me asking, how do you feel now? What are your plans for the future? Sorry, too many questions at once. I'm sure you have enough on your mind right now. You gave me an interview on your opening day, for tradition's sake. Great, now have fun with your shiny new shop. Yes, Klaus has a mega shrine at the mega market. And also, Fern started the printing press in the murder house at the university. I suppose this is the start of a new era then, yes. Yes, the era of you giving me tea and hot chocolate. Well, as fellow member of our business association, I am sure you will do well here. And I will be just across the plaza to give you advice when you need it. I mean, Moira's running the cafe. Hi, Bailey. Do you like your new home? Yeah. Hey, huge congrats, babes. It's gonna be nice to have you here at the plaza across from us. That way we can support each other from time to time, you know? But I can't help feeling a little jealous, to be honest. Oh well, hopefully my Nan sees how well this whole successor thing worked out for Tilde, and maybe she'll finally recognize the work I've done. I mean, she did, right? Like, we've already gone through that quest. Did you have a chance to chat with everyone? No, I haven't spoken to, important people like Harper. Does that mean I get to have your mobile bookshop now? You got a driving license, Harper? You're right. I need a driver. Exactly. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you. This is gonna be an exciting new chapter. So much more space to decorate. But I like that you're keeping the tiny book wagon too. It's just perfect for anything outside of the inner city.
Yay!
Ooh, this will soon be my new favorite place to hang out. Tilde really handed over the shop to you. I never thought she'd let that bloody place go. Jokes aside though, good on you for carrying on here. It's a great place. But you and your vessel will still come by the waterfront from time to time, though? Okay. Yes. Anne and Harper team up, running the tiny bookshop because, she is doing a PhD, which somehow in her world means she's bored. Yes, I am ready to open it up. Click. We're doing it. We're opening the door. Do we get to decorate it? Okay, that takes us to credits, but hopefully I can continue for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, she took 8 years to do her master's and only now she's starting the PhD, so that's gonna be like another 8 years. But yeah, I mean, again, not super finished, but yes. I really did not expect this game to be as good as it was. I was like, oh, you know, I will play it a couple times, we'll have fun. But like all the characters, all of the stories, like that was super nice, and I got really into it because, of course, here we are. What has it been, like 8 streams? So it's super nice. Like it has a lot of detail. Like, yeah, there are some annoying bits, like, oh, you know, they didn't like my recommendation. But honestly, it's also so chill and low stakes that it doesn't even matter, right? You're just having fun. You're just recommending whatever books feel right, and things still go forward. So yeah, I think. Yeah, we got to fire a cannon, we got to get a dog and a cat and a fish and some birds. And yes, really, really, really good and really fun. So many little things. We still have to finish a couple things in here. Oh, some tea. Okay. Well, yes, very well done to all the devs and everyone who was involved with this game. Very good job. Okay, yes, we just get to continue. So we can buy more books. And small succulents and mystery boxes. Just because we can. Because we're rich. Oh, yes, you can decorate the bookshop. So everything that doesn't fit into the main thing, we can decorate however we want. Purple. Yes, it has decorations. It's got, you know, I assume you can just play this endlessly. Truly, if you want, right? It's just that, like, the main story ends here. No, that's a bit too bright. I'm like, what color would be nice with this purple? Mint and purple? Actually, not too bad. Maybe this. Exhume the corpse, grab the shovel, let's play Wake the Dead. Actually, I know you're like, oh, haha. But there is a graveyard. There is a graveyard by the castle, I think. So we might be digging up a course. And yes, the cat and dog can live here if they want to. Yeah, I think this green and this purple. Okay, so what can we put here? Because obviously we have, like, yes, big shelves. Yeah, decorate. Whenever you go to cafe, you will automatically be in the bookshop, and the items you place here will be unequipped in your tiny bookshop, and vice versa. Yeah. So this will literally be, like, we can do things here, when we're at the cafe, if we want to. Yes, who's gonna stop us? Honestly. Harper's helping us, and you know, she's the chief of digging everything up in this place, so... With so many places for decorations! Oh, Skull Guy, is there room on the... Where do I want you? Skull Guy can live in this... What is this, fireplace? Oven? I'm not sure. You can be here. We can put everything everywhere. Typewriter for, you know, ambience. Yes, many plants. Many plants as well. I assume that doesn't go anywhere. Coffee machine. Well, that's you know. Yes, I'm not sure. Like, it's the fireplace, pizza oven, something else. Oh, you can hang our posters as well. Oh my god. I know it's not quite yet Halloween, but maybe. Let's add just posters. Listen, this is a bookshop and Halloween place. All with one. I think, yeah, there's more place where you can put bookshelves here as well. So yeah, I'm thinking it's a Halloween place all year round. I guess we have the big boat shelf if we wanted more things. Oh yeah, we have tables so we can add more things. Like this. Like this little guy. Put him... Actually, I want him here and you can go here. So many pumpkins. We're just big pumpkin place. Manuscripts display, this book. Chair. We can put a chair here. The snowman still melted. Not time for Christmas tree yet. We need the fire extinguisher just in case, since we have so much stuff. We have cobwebs as well, we could add them. And oh, this is on a wall. I was wondering how this shelf is connected to like the rest of the stuff, but that's on the wall. So that's above the place. Umbrella stand by the door. Makes sense to me. Light next to the pumpkins. It's a bit in the way, isn't it? The little animal can go on the shelf nicely. Why is that spot like so much in front of the door? Like, people are gonna just walk into this plant. Not the Mega Marche. That's... Oh, cannonball. Keep it here, you know. So everyone can not be suspicious about who's shooting cannonballs across the place. Well, Blue Nosaurus is at my actual mobile shop, so I let him travel with me, really. Little thing. The sale sign doesn't fit. Tip jar. A bit weird behind the counter, but okay. Picture of Klaus, very important, you know. Hanging plants. Okay, because I've unequipped some things after. The solar panel, I don't think so. What did I have? Yes, there's the almanac. I guess if I put this shelf there, we can fit more books. Cobwebs? Yeah. We need cobwebs. Something to go here. Something small. Little board game. Little bell. We have the bell under the desk. something goes in the oven. Like we can put a candle in there, pretend it's on. Well, I mean, now it's definitely the reason to. Or we can just put the ground one. Nah. Doesn't fit very well. I guess the candle it is. There we go. What should I paint those shelves? Maybe just make them, yeah, purple as well. Okay, this is our Halloween bookshop. Totally magical, totally spooky. You know, that's just the kind of stuff we do here. Yeah, but as we said, we have to find the thing for Harper, right? So the graveyard is as the castle, so I think that's where we're gonna go see if we can dig anything up. So what are they like? Fantasy, crime, and kids. Fantasy, crime, and then like travel and facts and classics and drama. There we go. So yes, we'll see if the plan to dig up a corpse. Yeah, like there it is. Now that we know about it, there is that piece here, just magically appeared. The graveyard. If St. Buxton died in Buxtonbury, shouldn't he be buried here? Let's have a look at the inscriptions. Samuel Oswald Drycaster. Sophia Theodosia Bright. Audrey Rowena Harrington. Which one could be Buxton's grave? Well, clearly this one. One of the gravestones in your periphery catches your attention. Take a look. Something is glinting in the light. Yep, we found it. Another piece of St. Buxton crest. How lucky is that it's still here after all this time, but who's crazy? It wasn't here before, because I was clicking around in here before. Sophia Theodosia Bright. Yes, St. Buxton. Apparently a woman. So was that her real name? Well, the fragment hidden at Sophia Theodosia Bright's grave, does that mean that this is the real identity of St. Buxton? Huge if so. Well. Yes, it's a woman that was a professor at the university like many years ago and was writing, poetry, blogging about another woman in a cave. So it's twisty twists. And also there's like fresh flowers on this grave. Someone's coming here, leaving flowers. Here lies Sophia Theodosia Bright, born 1558, died 1590. Wait, what does it say at the end? Because I didn't read that last line. Betrothed to A.R.H. Is that the mysterious person from the cave? This is a whole new thing. Yes, she was busy. She was achieving things. It's Harper is like, direct descendant or a reincarnation of this person. I love animals so much, and fact books are my usual go-tos. Okay, so you want the fact books about animals. Yeah, like clearly that's what they're going for. Well, maybe it was the kind of thing where, she was dressing up as a man because obviously at the time they were not allowed, like women were not allowed to do things. So, you know, there's been plenty of stories of women dressing up as men to be able to, I don't know, join the army, teach, join various societies, go to school. Wouldn't be unheard of. Do we have anything about animals? Troglobites don't bite, sure. That's about animals, and that's a fact book. Yippee! So yeah, she may have been hiding it. Don't you think that the smugglers must have hidden treasure here? Or yeah, it's the smuggling thing. We need to turn every stone. It must be somewhere.
Oh.
Was what I brought?
Yay.
Yes, that's right, a copy of my dissertation. We can print her dissertation! Stack of paper can be turned into a real book.
Wow.
So you're looking for things to print, and I thought, why not? There must be at least 2 other people in Buxtonbury who'd be interested in modified plant species, right? Oh, by the way, I have a fun/sad plant fact for you.
Ah.
Because of the whole photosynthesis thing, we tend to put our plants outside. Which can be very nice, they might love that. But also, when you put some houseplants into direct sunlight, they can get sunburned, just like you. So watch out for any brown spots, yeah? I'll see you later. Yes, we're gonna publish her in our, well, in Fern's little printing business. Yes, everything is working out for everyone. Are you smuggling anything, seagulls? Hi, hello, I'd like to read more about the beautiful nature on planet Air. Pop science isn't my thing. Well, I might be running out of facts and maybe travel. You know, walk in the woods, Appalachian Trail, area history, ecology, things like that. Age of license, camper van, cook Korean. Yeah, maybe the walk in the woods will work. Beautiful nature. Yep. Looks like the first female professor at any British university was Lillian Henson in 1921. Yeah, that's very recent. She ended up as vice chancellor, which, yeah, she was doing good job. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We found all the pieces. Okay, this is important. Mom says to slow down for the important stuff. Inhales. Exhales. I think it's time for a professional archaeological restoration project. Let me handle it. I'll return this tomorrow. Okay. She's doing it. She's a professional. What a week. I don't want animals in my books, and I hate those condescending self-help books. However, I would love to read something to do with real life. Okay. Facts, but no animals and no self-help. Well, I think for a person like you that helps animals and just doesn't like, you know, emotions, I think Abridgment of Murray's English Grammar will be the perfect book. Is that to do with real life? I'm not sure. Yeah, sounds very interesting. Yes, Harper just knows how to do everything. Do not question her. She is the miracle child. She is St. Buxton reborn. I'm interested in fact books. I could go for a manga. I'm fan of books like No Telephone for Babies. I don't have any more facts. Yes. Is grammar real? Or is it just a, you know, crazy dream? I don't think I have any, like, fact mangas, right? So I don't know. I can just give you a travel book. Because I don't have any more facts books. So you can have this bookshop book. Learn about bookshops. You do you even know what manga is? Yeah, I do. But I don't have any fact mangas. I'm sure some exist in the world, but not in this game. Sometimes the demands. Also, you know, imagine me working in a bookshop where like people come and ask for things, and like if they don't like it, I just yell at them because I just have no customer service skills. I'm just like, no, you listen here. I don't care that you don't like this book. You're gonna read it because I'm telling you to. I am the bookseller here. I don't think my business would last very long. Although, you know, people were going to that, what's it called? Karen Diner? Where it's like the staff is rude to you on purpose. So maybe you know, that's the kind of customer service job. Oh, it's a manga. Okay, so we definitely had the lesbian experience with loneliness, and we definitely recommended it, but I never actually clocked that it was a manga. I just thought it was a novel, or like, not a novel, but like a, you know, written memoir or something like that. So I stand corrected, I guess. There is a factual manga in the game. Pumpkin. Well. Let me just have a quick look-see at this pumpkin situation. I mean, yes. Could we get any more Halloween-y? I have not seen Black Books is the British thing, right? Like I know the title, but I don't think I've seen it. Anyway, extra Halloween-y. Oh, the people who did IT crowd, okay, yeah. Then it's definitely British. Yeah, it's definitely a Halloween shop now. What do we want to do then? We still have a thing here that hasn't unlocked. I guess we're waiting for Harper to do the thing. So I guess we could go to the cafe and sell from our bookshop, because obviously we should do that. So we have classics, crime, and travel. Classics, crime, travel, some facts, some fantasy, some drama, and some kids. Look at it. I'm not sure Tilde would approve, but if you ask me, it's the best Halloween bookshop probably in the whole country. Oh my god, look. Purple, orange, pumpkins everywhere, our skull friend. You know, cobwebs. It is the perfect place. It's just beautiful. Yeah, she doesn't get to tell us what to do. I'm in charge now. And the picture of Klaus. You know, just so we can remember. Oh yeah, we can scroll. And our magical book totally matches the decor. Moira wants a book. I like scary stuff, classic piece. Bonus point if written by a woman. Okay, it needs to be a horror, so thrillers won't do. The Shining. It's not written by a woman, but it's definitely classic horror. Do I even have anything? Murder in Supermarket. Tilde. Wait, this is. Oh yes, this is the book by Tilde. But it's not gonna count as horror, nor is it classic. But yes, this is Tilde's book. Someone's been stabbed at the local supermarket. Can the dynamic investigator duo of retirees crack the case? And what dark secrets are hiding behind the ominous mega corporation? Yes, Tilde. It's your book, but fortunately it's not horror, so Moira won't want it. That is not horror. Not horror. Not horror. Okay, I do not have any... Yes, she's just like, I had to do it because the corporation's evil. Yeah, I don't have any horror written by a woman, but like if you like scary stuff, then The Shining is a classic horror, so it should be good. Yep, unconventional but quite unsettling. How is The Shining unconventional? That's like one of the more classic horrors. Okay, so we can go out as well, and we can go in. Add some tips, people. I'm just a poor bookseller. Tilde is here to shop as well. Oh wow, look at you. Yeah, Tilde, how do you like my decor? Isn't it lovely? I can't believe it. It looks so different in here. And yet somehow still it feels so familiar. Anyway, I like what you've done with the place. Yeah, core memory of the town. It was nice of Tilde to visit on your first day, even if she was just keeping tabs on you. Yeah, she's spying. I truly wish you all the best. Try to enjoy it, will you? And I will now enjoy one or two of your books. See you later. Yes, that means we have gold memories with Tilde, with Anne, with Fern, with Walt, with Klaus, with Miriam, with Moira, but not with Harper. Our best girl is left last. But, I mean, she's supposed to glue the thing together now, so hopefully soon we will rectify. I need a self-help book. Poetry has been a bit elusive. Okay, is my self-help book here? The Bees, published by who knows. This non-fiction debut has everything you ever wanted to know about our buzzy, stripy friends who make the world go round. Well, unfortunately, I don't think it's a self-help book. Shakespeare, The Words of Stage. Yeah, that's not a self-help book. Dinosaur, Another Prehistorical Life. Also no. Poetry of Architecture. No. Solo Reader, Anthology Chronicles, no. Hawaii Survey, Hawaii Screen, no, it's not self-help. There's like 2 self-help books. No, yeah, we have no name. We're a mystery, we're an enigma. They don't get to know about us. Can Cook As You Are, yeah, okay, they already like Cook As You Are because it's like Most Beautiful Islands, Catching Carps. I mean, Catching Carps has like personal philosophy, so you know, that might be a self-help book. Because the Catching Carps book is truly, you know, it transcends genres, it transcends everything. It's the best of the books. Catching Carps. Because yeah, I don't see what else potentially here would be self-help. So honestly, read Catching Carps. It will change your life, I promise. No, this is supposed to be help. Yes! Have you tried catching a carp? You don't know what's gonna happen. Oh wow, it's much better than it looks from outside. Yeah, thank you, Fern. Nice job with the decorations too. It feels super cozy. Yes, I know, Halloween is the coziest of things. But I promise you an interview at the night. Let's get right to business. For the record, tell us a little bit about this new business venture of yours. It's nice and comfortable. I believe that. Nothing against the mobile shop, of course, but it must be nice. It must be nice to have a bit more space. Okay, and how do you feel about Buxtonbury now, after all your time here? I love the landscape, I love the people. It's my home. Yeah, I love all your people, really. That's nice. Yeah, I'm sure they appreciate you too. Thank you, as always, for the interview. I really appreciate it. That was it? That's the interview? And now I have to take some time to appreciate your new selection. Cheers. So, I mean, here's a story, right? I don't go fishing now, but when I was a child and like young teen, I used to go fishing with my dad, and I did actually catch a carp. And then we kept it in like our pond because my dad was so into fishing that he had actually had a backyard pond for his fish that he caught. Because in Poland it is legal to catch fish and take them and then eat them. You don't eat, like if you have a license, right? You don't need to throw the fish back in unless they're like protected during the breeding season. So I did indeed caught a carp, and carp is actually the traditional dish you eat for Christmas in Poland. So I did only catch a carp. I caught a carp and I saved it for Christmas, and then we had it for a Christmas dinner, despite the fact that carps just taste horrible because they just, live in mud. So they're not great. But here's my life story involving catching a carp. So just so you know, when I say that catching carps will change your life, I speak from experience. Yes, that's the story. There you go. It does. Hello, dear. I wouldn't mind a whodunit, like a fancy schmancy, like fancy schmancy novels. She wants a crime book, which means we can absolutely give her book if we still have it. Oh no, I think someone bought it. Oh no. Oh no, it would have been such a good rec if we had her book. I am so disappointed right now. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess I just have to give her a normal crime book. Yeah, this is a crime book. True crime. Alex Cross. I mean, it's not like fancy schmancy. Gone Girl. Villanelle. American Psycho. I don't know, what would you like? Would you like Villanelle? I'm not like, none of this I would say it's super fancy schmancy in her thing. Maybe this. The young art teacher Walter Hartwright finds himself entangled in a complicated family mystery. Will he find out the underlying secret that led to the tragedy? Be prepared for a taste with this spooky classic. Okay, maybe this? No, it's not a whodunit. Okay, Tilde, whatever. Yeah, you can fry them, you can bake them. Just anything, really. It's just they're quite like... The best I can describe them is they're quite like gelatinous. So, the texture of it is a bit like, I don't know, weird for me. They're really not great. Ta-da! Here we go. There we go, the Buxton family crest. Even weirder story because, I grew up with it and that's like, to me, that's normal. But when I tell it to people who are not from Poland, they're like, you do what? The normal tradition when you don't go out and catch your own fish is that you go to a shop and you buy the carp while it's still alive. And you basically take this alive carp in like a plastic bag to your house and put it in your bathtub until it's Christmas. And then you do the deed when it's time for dinner. It's such a weird thing. Honestly, I don't know what Polish people were thinking. Yes, we've got the crest. It's restored to most of its old glory. Yeah, it's literally the Christmas fish in the bathtub. Let's head to the university. Let's head to the university next, right? Oh my, I can't wait for a treasure. So yes, carps are a feature in my life because they're such a Polish thing. I passed my last exam. Give me something straight from the stage. Or could you go for a tragic story? Play. Yes, let me tell you about the wild thing Polish people get up to. Is none of this... Do we, like, not have plays? Seriously? Yes, I mean, yes, if you buy Catching Carps, I will tell you my personal life experiences with carps. This is why I really gravitate toward that book. It's because my life has been marked by carps. Well, there you go, Julius Caesar. That's a play and that's totally tragic. Yep. And they actually are putting up production of that. Let me put your skills to test. Hand me the most prestigious book you have. I love to read. Something to do with real life. Okay. Something to do with real life can be outdated. The bees. Listen, it's not outdated. But bees are absolutely to do with real life. And it's, you know, it's the most prestigious book I have. It is the only way. You're right. It's a worthy challenge to my wits. There we go. We've been accepted by Miriam. Yes, I wrote 623 pages about bees. Need something to read on tour. I love manga more than anything. Also, fact books are my usual go-tos, but I have no interest in biographies. Well, so we've established that there is actual factual manga in this game, which is the my lesbian experience with loneliness. But it is like biography memoir, right? So it wouldn't work with this either way. Like, what do you want me to do? Yeah. Like, yeah, okay, I have Ranma. That's a manga. But it's not factual, right? So it's not gonna matter. Have a manga. Yeah, okay. He accepts it. My cauldron is doing things. Yes. Just like take the two books, glue them together, be like, here you go. Perfect weather for a new book. Give me something straight from the stage. I could go for a tragic story. Henry VI Part 1. There you go. It's a play, and it's probably more tragic than Midsummer Night's Dream. Yep. There you go. Bye. But yes, I am so pleased with how this shop looks. It matches my actual house decor as well. Oh. Yes, people love crime. Click to close. There we go. That's our day. In our bookshop. Yes. Yes, I am disappointed that someone bought Tilde's book that before we got to recommend it to Tilde. Because that would have been hilarious. But apparently, no such luck. Yeah, so we have to go to university. Greetings from Ryport from Klaus. Okay, Klaus is back on tour. Have you been here before? It's not the prettiest city, but the metal scene is surprisingly big. I also met Mr. Deboer and Mr. Walsh for the first time because they came to say hi. The Grados roadie this time and Lux went stage diving. I was a bit worried, but all went fine. Missing you all in Beebury. Cheers, Klaus. Okay, yeah, university to finish our Harper adventure. They want classics and facts and drama. Drama. Facts. Classic. Some fantasy. Bit the kids. Some travel. I am missing crime. There we go. And we can print some more books if we want to, although this might be actually us wrapping up things. You are here during the break too. Very dedicated. But you won't get any extra credit, okay? She's just sitting here judging. Yes, let's go printing. Would you like to choose something to print? Yes. The bees, blah blah, no. And dissertation. Thank you for the reminder. There we go. We've got it. Well, we can print more murders. Since apparently it's popular. Rare and sold after first edition, +4 to fact sales. That turned out nicely, can't wait to read it soon. You should. It's about the plants I grew. Yes, we have to let everyone know what Tilde has done. Saint Buxton, poet, thinker, visionary. A bronze plaque placed here by university details the biographical notes about St. Buxton. The world-renowned scholar taught at this campus from 1574 to 1590, when the university was still the Ducal College of Bricaster. He taught classes in philosophy, or, she taught classes in philosophy, philology, and arts, and influenced future revolutionaries of the Society of L. Historians believe that she lived at Cyril Plaza near today's Café Liberté. However, St. Buxton places of burial is still unknown. Well, now it's known! Yes, we totally need the St. Buxton book. Ah, didn't mean to click you, woman. Hi, kitty. But yes, Harper's here. So she should have the crest, and we will be able to do our thing. I'm so excited! Are you ready for our archaeological breakthrough? Meet me over at the statue and we can get started. Yes, I'm running. Oh no, that's just... Okay, I guess I have to wait for her to leave and go there. Hey, I hear you made quite the intriguing find and in this undiscovered St. Buxton poem. Remarkable. Harper already gave me an extensive interview, but I wanted to ask your opinion too. What do you make of your discovery? It's mysterious. I quite agree. Why would St. Buxton write his presumably last sonnet in such a hidden place? Because it was forbidden. And does that mean there might be more of his works out there? Well, in any case, I'm glad Harper is determined to keep investigating. Maybe you should stalk some more of St. Buxton's classic too. They might be in high demand this week. Well, I'm trying to. Yes, well, apparently we haven't told people yet, and we definitely should, right? That there's a secret... something straight from the stage. Okay, so she wants a dramatic play. Do we not have any drama? Oh, I'm looking in. Yeah, I'm looking in dramas. Great Gatsby, Middlemarch, Slaughterhouse 5 poems. Lynn, poetry. Where's all my part 1, yeah. Comedy of Errors. It's a play, but not as tragic. Much Ado again, a play, not that tragic. Did I click through Titus Andronicus? Sorry, I'm sometimes going through not seeing things. Yes, there we go. Okay. It was yes. I don't know how I missed it. Yes. That's probably a lot more towards tragic than the other ones I had Shakespeare. Yep. Yes, it is. Hi, Fern. And also, yes, his name is Fern and he wears like t-shirt with plants. Yes, I know, late commentary on certain things in this game. Political message, not too tragic. That's an ask. Slaughtered House 5. That is political, right? Because it's like anti-war. But I mean, it is like post-war trauma, so a bit it's a bit tragic. Yeah, it's pretty political. I don't know where we stand on the tragicness of it. But then I don't know, like, sometimes I get 1984 in here. That's also counts as political. Justice. Okay, well, let's try it. Let's see if this... I don't think I ever gave anyone Selder's House 5. So we'll see. Yep, okay, it works. Oh yeah, I kind of not really, and I know that's terrible of me, actually. I've not really looked at people's pronouns, so I've probably been like just going off what the game's been saying. So yeah, Fern is he, they. And again, late checking on things. Because yeah, at some point someone was talking about Klaus and saying them, but no, Klaus is he, him. And Moira is she, they. Okay. I've been caught up. All good. Oh, there's Harper. Wait, I don't want anyone else getting to our treasure before us. Let's open the secret door when it's less busy around here. Okay, so she wants us to wait until the day is finished. Cause yeah, Harper, we saved the best for last. Yes, Harper is totally just full-on adventure gear now. Horror story, sci-fi story, not interested in history. With a deadline. Horror story. Telltale Heart. Dog, that's more crimey. I don't think we have like sci-fi horror. No, that's... Pet Cemetery is a horror. Not too sci-fi. This is crime. Gruesome. Yeah. Files are brewed, that's detective. Okay, well, Pet Cemetery, it's kind of our horror story here. No history. Okay, that works. Yes, Harper absolutely needs her own game or a series. Like, here's the thing. Because of how Harper is, she would have a game in every genre of games. Because, you know, she can't just be contained to one genre. So this is her cozy management era, but, you know, there needs to be like a Souls-like Harper game, you know, all that kind of stuff. Because she can just do everything. Pass my last exam. Autobiography or a memoir. Nothing highbrow. I don't have any more facts. So I don't know about that. Autobiography or a memoir. Happily ever after. Camper vans, cook Korean, 1,000 places, catching carps. I mean, catching carps is somewhat of a memoir. Right? It's a travel log. Yes, self-insert, conveniently named Marco Polo. Journey through Africa, let's see. Travels in Africa, journey to the... Do we mean travels in Africa from Burundi to Uganda? An aging adventurer shares his eye-opening journey through Eastern Africa, learning life's greatest lessons along the way. Maybe, but I'm like, what about carps? Listen, it's an important book. No, it didn't work. I just want to know the extent of the carps. They didn't warp the carps. Yeah, I know. Honestly, anyone who rejects carps just shouldn't be allowed in here. Okay. Harper, it's time. Ready? Here goes. The greatest mystery. It unfolds. Yes. But okay, so if, you know, no one knew about St. Buxton, who made all of those secret compartments and all that stuff? Whoa, this is just like in my adventure books. Good thing we have spelunking experience already. Torches ready, let's go in. Oh, it's like a whole basement. A cold and damp draft hits you from below. In the low light, it is difficult to make out how far down the winding steps might lead you. But eventually, your torches graze over a flat stone floor. Before you, a dinky room opens up. It is faintly lit by the last twilight coming through a light shaft in the ceiling. Centuries of dust seem to pervade the air. You're almost reminded of an old crypt, if the stony shelves on the wall weren't lined up with dozens upon dozens of books. Whoa, a secret library? That's right, a pair of creaky old chairs in the corner and a small table covered in candle wax make the space feel almost cozy. Look, something's been left out on that table. Pile of papers, hand-bound together in a brown and gold cover. This wasn't forgotten here in a rush. It was prepared to be found by you. On top of the bound manuscript, it's a letter. This is it. This is the moment you finally uncover the truth about St. Buxton persona. Dearest reader, I lost my betrothed at 28 years young. At such youth, and in the light of our secret, I felt not the power to speak up when the university claimed her work under the Buxton name. And when the church made a scent of this Buxton, I could only watch. With my last power, I gave all that they may not discover our sanctuary here. Dost thou in your mother time, dear reader, know the feeling of living with a secret? I hope it isn't so, for then it might at last be time for her name to be known. Please honor my Sophia. Yours gratefully, Audrey Harrington Bright, 1634. Okay, so... No, this is the wife, right? So this is the wife after Buxton. Sophia died. She did all of this to like hide the secrets and leave it for future people to find. so that in the future we can reveal the truth, right? That St. Buxton was a woman and they were totally in a lesbian relationship with Audrey. And yeah. And now we get the book. Whoa, can you believe it? Nobody else but us knows about it. Yes, I assume we get to print the book. Now, what about the manuscript? Should we take it outside? St. Buxton manuscript. A dusty manuscript of unpublished poetry penned by the late Sophia Theodosia Bright. One St. Buxton researcher will come today. The world needs to know about Sophia. Let's get out here. I want to tell my mom. Harper turns around, the absence of her torch leaving you in the dark for a second. You take one last look at the secret library, where two people spend some of their happiest moments together. Your chest feels a little tight, and after a second, you rush up the stairs after your adventurous little friend. There we go. Secret lesbians. This was our most awesome adventure yet. But it's dark and like way past my bedtime. Let's go home, okay? Case closed. I mean, I assume they say betrothed, but you know, this was their secret, right? They were like, they had a secret library and their relationship was a secret and all that stuff. And they just left it here for us future people who are better to find it. Yeah. Harper will never forget this adventure you went on together. Okay, can we go to Fern and print it? Wanna try again? Yes, Sophia Bright's unfinished works. Yes, please. I will take more. No, I can only buy one stack. Okay. Yes. That was a super unexpected ending. And I'm actually kind of glad that, you know, accidentally we left that till the end. I mean, I don't know accidentally or does the game actually make it so that you can't do Harper's quest until later on. But yes, I actually super like that, you know, this is how we ended up being at the end. And this is like the big last thing we do after officially finishing the game with credits. When successfully recommending a book from before the 20th century plus 6. Okay. That turned out nicely. Okay. Well, we can wrap up for the day. Okay. Well, I mean, kind of. This is it, right? Because, yeah. We've achieved all the quests, almost all. I didn't sell out at the Christmas market, but I'm just not gonna make it to Christmas. Okay, we can put that here. And we can also put Anne's book somewhere. I'm gonna look a bit weirder. Where can I put this? Here, next to her plants. Actually, makes sense. Okay. Maybe if I... Let me just rearrange. Put the bench down here. And then I can put Anne's book next to one of the plants we grew for her hair, right? So it's like a little Anne display. Yeah, like it was because I couldn't do Harper's Quest the first year because it got locked off in the beach. But yes, I think it worked out really nicely as a finisher then. More succulents. So yeah, I think that's kind of it in terms of, you know, like, yes, I have a couple locations that are unfinished, like the hospital, there's an extra quest. Yeah, the flea market is the Christmas thing, so that's not happening. I guess we can, just to finish it off, we can go sell at the beach, close this quest. Since it's not too late yet. You know, see what the concerned parents are gonna yell about at us. before we finish up forever. So, kids, fantasy, crime, some classics. We don't have enough. No, we don't have enough. It's some drama, some facts, and some travel. Yeah, gotta see what all the yelling it was about. We're gonna get reported. Plus we get to look at the castle once more before we leave. Oh, what's this? Buxtonbury Landmark, Sophia Theodosia Bright Memorial Tour. There we go, they're putting up signs about her. So, you know, now you can visit the cave to see one of her poems. There. They're, you know, recognizing her for who she is. Yes, everything is working out. We've brought out the real sad Buxton, Sophia. And the town will forever know. And it's all thanks to me and Harper. Looking for a new pastime, could use some ideas, books from this century. Okay, so you want a hobby. Something from this century. Islands. HTML. No. Well, I basically have islands, so I don't know if you're one of those people that think travel is a hobby or not. Yep, okay, that's inspiring. Yes, they think travel is a hobby, unlike some people. Hi, Kitty. Good, you're here. Thank you kindly for the reading material. Okay. Your crime sales made quite the splash, haha, at the beach. But what's up with the fear-mongering? But I've been meaning to speak to you about safety measures at the beach. It's frankly reckless how little oversight there is around here. I mean, lady, I don't run the beach, I just sell books. Children are running around without sunscreen on, people are swimming wherever they want. What? I'm not the lifeguard. And what are you doing about it? Nothing. That's not my business. Nobody wants to take any responsibility anymore. The parents should. Isn't it everyone's interest to erect a watchtower and hire some lifeguards? So we as parents have decided to collect donations and we expect a contribution from you. This lady! Yeah, they want you to donate 50 out of my crime sales as soon as possible. Yes, good day. Wow! This lady! Like, I'm just running my business here. What are you doing to contribute? Well done on your big discovery. I still can't quite believe it. But of course, some people have to make a fuss again, don't they? What's so wrong with St. Buxton being a woman? They act like women can be geniuses. Me and a few other students from the SBU Pride Society have tried talking to uni leadership, you know. Of course, we don't expect them to immediately change the uni's name. That will take ages. But the least they could do is acknowledge their role their institution has played in covering Sophia Bright's accomplishment. Yeah, exactly. Good on you, Anne. But no, they keep sending back empty phrases about tradition and how it was always done. Don't worry, we'll keep fighting. Yeah, Anne, you show him. I get to pick a book. I just need another fantasy novel, but no romance, please. Okay, fantasy, no romance, and also for kids, because you're a child. And not Martin. Court of Mystery, not a sexy book, no. Not mature reading, not mature reading, not mature reading. Everything is mature reading. Parallel of the Sword, dystopian world traveled by climate change, that's not really fantasy. Hollow Earth sci-fi novel, not fantasy. Avatar. Does that count? I mean, obviously it's kind of fantastical and magical, so it's not a novel though, right? Because it's a manga. Young adult novels, dystopian world, not fantasy. Seriously, Percy Jackson, Greek mythology. That could count as fantasy. Yeah, Avatar is kid friendly, but I'm just like, it's not a novel, right? It's manga. But yes, I'm like, if they count mythology to fantasy, Percy Jackson may work. Napoleon, science fiction. Oh, Narnia. Narnia definitely works because it is like fantasy and it's kid safe. Yep, world building sounds impressive. Okay. Whoa, what's up with the grown-ups today? A lady just scolded me for not wearing a hat in the sun. What? Don't need a hat. Can't tell you what to do. Yes, Harper, rebel. By the way, what do you think now that you've had time to visit our castle? Isn't it the coolest thing in the world? Ha, and the mean adults wanted us to take it down. You can't just take down a wonder of the world. Yeah, Harper, you show him. And anyway, the beach is big enough for a castle and a bonfire, right? But some people are just spoil sports. Anyway, they won't bring us or our mighty son down. Revolution. Yeah, Harper will get that lady. So I can only commit to something with less than 200 pages. Don't like scary stuff. Okay, some kid. No, that's too long. Midsummer Night's Dream. I mean, that's short. Because yeah, I don't know what else. Comedy of Errors, also short. Listen, kid, it's time for you to read some Shakespeare. You know? Short, not scary. Yep, there you go. I think, you know what, we should get Harper elected to the city council. She will set this place right. She will keep the nosy ladies in line. Can't live without sci-fi. Okay, we still have some. Attack on Titan. Witcher, that's fantasy. Harry Dresden. Avatar. iRobot. There you go. That's a sci-fi. Yep, sci-fi at its best. Yep. I mean, she really needs to be in charge. She's good for it. Yep, kids' books are gone. No more. Yeah, wave goodbye to our inflatable wavy friend. It is the last time. Okay. Well, I think we've done everything we wanted to really do, right? We've got everyone's golden memories. We've taken over Tilde's bookshop and we've decorated it in the most amazing way that Tilde would absolutely not approve of. But it's mine now, so she cannot stop me. We found the wonderful, surprising mystery behind Sophia Sandbuxen and the secret lesbian romance hidden underground. And yes, Harper's the best. She needs to run all of the places, and yeah, she will rule the world soon enough. And yeah, really, really good game. Super glad I picked it up, and super glad I went through the whole thing, and I am super happy that you all joined me for all of it, because obviously it's been super nice to chat with everyone through all of our adventures and books and my ridiculous carp stories that I saved for the very end. So, you know, only for the people that lasted through all of my streaming, you get to know about my life with carps. You know, so yes, I will see you during the weekend. We'll see if I start Friday or Saturday, because depends how work is. But I will see you for the Strange Antiquities really, really soon. And that should be a fun one as well, obviously, because we get to run a shop with a cat, right? So it will be a good one. So once again, thank you all. Thank you for all the members for supporting the channel. But yes, thank you to all of you who come and chat to me about whatever it is that's going on. And I hope you have a good night, and I hope you have a good rest of the week. Bye-bye!